And we're live.
So you said you have very few regrets, and one of them, I think it was on the Joe Rogan Experience I was listening to, and you said that if you could go back, you probably wouldn't even do football anymore. You'd have taken a different path. Do you still think that, or is part of you like, but I know how good the money is and how good I'm set up now? Like,
Nah,
still think you would do it?
I still 100. Yeah, it's hard to tell people that aren't millionaires that like once you're a millionaire, like it's not like this cure for happiness or unhappiness or depression. Like there is no there, and people are always like, "Well, it's easy for you to say." I was like, "Well, are you going to listen to a homeless man tell you that? Are you going to listen to a millionaire tell you that? It's your choice." But like the financial freedom is nice. Don't get me wrong, but I know so many depressed millionaires. I know so many on the brink of suicide type, or either self-harming themselves or harming somebody else. And it's just like a whirlwind of, and all money does, it just reveals who you are. It doesn't do anything else. It just reveals who you already are. And if I had to do it over again, I would pick something that was more self-fulfilling than football, because football wasn't self-fulfilling with any kind of longevity. It was just, it was a passion a 7-year-old kid had that I had no idea the peaks and valleys that it would have as a 20, 30-year-old man. Like you just have no idea. So like I didn't sign up to be famous. I didn't sign up for all of these like extra problems, which I know as a man you just have to deal with. But I didn't find fulfillment in my work like some people do. Like I don't watch YouTube clips of myself like I worked my ass off. Like I don't care about the shit like that. So I would find something else that I'm extremely passionate about that I could like whatever you do. I always tell like kids when I talk to kids, whatever you do and you look up and it's 2:00 in the morning, you're like, oh shit, I haven't ate today. Like that's what you should be doing. Like that's whatever your passion is, that's what you should, and that's what I would do if I had to do it over again.
It's a
Even
struggle
if it was
for
like
me
a
to hear
fleeting,
that though, because like, thank you. Like, so you were wildly successful at the NFL level, and I think it might be easy to be like, oh well, I'd probably be wildly successful at whatever I put my mind to. But a lot of people put their minds to things and don't like get rich and famous off of it. Like I in my head, I use this analogy.
I would disagree with that.
You rolled a 20-sided die and got like a 19 or 20. And now you think, oh, well, anything, every time I roll it, I'm going to get that. But probably not.
Yeah, so, well, I think there's two parts to that. The first part is you said a lot of people put their minds to something. And I don't think they do. I honestly don't. So when you're actually talking about sacrificing day in and day out, I've never, ever, ever met anybody in this country that has given their all. So I'm talking about wake up at 5:30. Like you wake up in the morning, that's what you think about. You go to sleep, that's what you think about. You're the first one there, the last one to leave. Every single day you're working on your craft. Every single day work. And at the end of the day, you're not happy with where you are. I've never met that person. You can lie to other people all day long, but you can't lie to that mirror. So that's why my dad used to tell me this all the time when I was a kid, and it stuck with me. So you used to say, write your goals down and put them somewhere where you see every day, whether it be a mirror or the door before you leave. He said, write them down, all your goals, and put them there. One or two things is going to happen. You're either going to end up hitting some of those goals because you're doing something every single day to get closer to those goals, or you're going to tear them down because you're lying to yourself. And I've seen it time after time again. I honestly don't think people give it their all in what they're doing. And if they do, a failure, they view failure as not a stepping stone, but as the end of the road, which is ass backwards in my opinion. But again, to your point, what did you say before? Because there was a second point.
There was a part about
CTE kicking in.
There's a part about your life being great. You rolled a 20-sided die, got a 20, and think
right.
that you'd get that on anything.
Right. Okay. So that's what it was. It's not necessarily I feel like I would be. I mean, I do. I feel like I'll be successful in whatever I do. That's just how I feel because I feel like I'll put in that work. But it wasn't necessarily for that purpose. What I'm talking about more so is something that's self-fulfilling. Like I make music, right? I feel like I've had this tattoo on my arm since 2010. Music is my passion. I could do music all day, every day. I've learned the piano. I'm learning the guitar, composing, writing. I love it. It's something that I don't like. If I'll put it out to the world and they don't like it, I don't give a shit. I could do it for the rest of my life. Like that's self-fulfilling to me. Like as long as we have our basic needs kept, food, shelter, clothing, I feel like that's all we need as humans. Everything else is just luxury. And so if I was to find something that's self-fulfilling, that will take care of all the other noise. Like so that's what I'm talking about when I say I wouldn't do football again, because it wasn't self-fulfilling. Like I don't go to sleep at night thinking, man, I really ran that 60-yard touchdown really well. Like it does nothing for me. So it might do something for other people, but not for me. And so that's what I was saying. It was like I would do something different because it didn't do that for me.
Is it more that like, the satisfaction you got from like running that 60-yard touchdown or whatever, it was fleeting? Because I'm sure in the midst of a season where you're killing it, like when you go home after a game, like you are pretty pumped on yourself, right? You were feeling like, man, I'm really, really performing my job in a great, excellent way right now. I feel good. Or even then, was it kind of like, I'm still just playing a game?
It was a little bit of both, but it was more like, I'm not like, man, I'm doing such a great job. It's a weird feeling, especially football. Like I know other sports are different, because in football, especially at my position, so I'm a running back. If I could have the best week of practice, the best off season in the world, but if 10 other guys don't do their jobs, I'm not gonna have a good game, right? It's my success is predicated off of other people, and other people's success are predicated off me. So that's probably part of the reason why I didn't feel a lot of fulfillment in it, because you'll hear people argue like this, the success of some people's careers is based on like championships. Well, I think that's bullshit, especially in football, because it's such a team sport. And your success cannot be predicated off of other people. And this is why I don't feel like a lot of people in my sport have a lot. There's not a lot of self-fulfilling tangible stuff in there. It's all fleeting, because it goes, your athleticism deteriorates, and you can't let your self-worth be determined by other people's opinions on your performance. It's a sick cycle that I think a lot of my peers never break.
You saying that didn't happen to you?
As far as like my
your sense of self-worth wasn't impacted by what people thought of your performance? Because
not in the least.
Really, that's amazing to me, because
Fuck no.
You must be showered with opinions on your performance, and you just
100%, yeah,
like water off a duck's back.
Like it'll be like because you hear criticism about your play. Like, of course, you're not gonna escape that. But I never sat up at night thinking like I'm gonna prove those fuckers wrong. Like it was just like people talk shit. Like it's just like talking. I'm pretty sure that guy that was fucking them goats. He didn't think he was gonna get criticism for fucking goats. He was just fucking goats. It is what it is.
Look, no hands.
It doesn't matter
you
what
and the
you
goat
do.
fucker are kindred spirits.
Yeah, man. We
You both excel at what you do.
we all
And you don't let criticism hold you back.
Sometimes one a day, sometimes 2 a day practices. Whatever it takes.
We're all out here just trying to metaphorically fuck our goats, man. That's all we trying to do. And you can't let how other people
I need
view
that
your
on a
goat
plaque. Put it on my wall so I see it every day.
Pillow. Fuck that goat to death.
Fuck that goat to death. It don't matter. They're gonna blur their faces at the end anyway, so it doesn't matter.
To protect the goat identity. Yeah, you wouldn't want... Oh my God, those are Tracy and Susan, my favorite goats. Yeah.
Oh, that was. What are they gonna do with those goats?
Eat them, I hope.
You can't eat them now.
Well, they're pre-basted. Yeah.
Oh, they've been injected with marinade. I don't want that.
Oh, that's